But essentially, we surveyed 1,000 batteries across OEM brands, re-rep brands, and low-cost counterfeit. And we found that 8% of the low-cost counterfeit category had a really dangerous defect called negative anode overhang. So basically, our finding was the risk in batteries is not evenly distributed depending on where they're manufactured.
Hi, I'm Steve Plum, Editor-in-Chief of SME Media at CES 2026 in Las Vegas with Alex Howe of Lumafield. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Lumafield.
Yeah, so Lumafield, we make industrial X-ray CT solutions. We make both hardware and software, so it's an integrated inspection platform.
So you also gave an algebra presentation earlier this week about your battery quality report. When did that come out and what were the findings?
So we had our battery quality report come out in August of this year, and we scanned 1,000 18650 lithium-ion battery cells. You know, CT is a great technology because you're able to non-destructively look inside of things. And you think about hazardous materials like batteries, right? There's no easy way for you or me to take a look inside and validate how those things are manufactured. But essentially, we surveyed 1,000 batteries across OEM brands, re-rep brands, and low-cost counterfeit. And we found that 8% of the low-cost counterfeit category had a really dangerous defect called negative anode overhang. So basically, our finding was the risk in batteries is not evenly distributed depending on where they're manufactured.
And you mentioned the percentage, which may be small, but the volume of lithium-ion batteries is what, 10 billion a year?
Yeah, 10 billion lithium-ion batteries are made a year. 5 billion of those are the cylindrical 18650 cells. Mm-hmm. On average, the typical American has about 9 lithium-ion battery-powered devices. And just imagine how many batteries are right here at CES right now.
And that's going to go up in the future, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So what were some of the main problems that you found with the batteries?
Yes, so really what we're looking at inside the battery is the alignment of the negative and the positive layers, the cathodes and anodes. And when you see kind of misalignments, first off, that indicates bad process control, right? So that could indicate that there are other problems in your line, maybe risks of contamination, what have you. And then the other thing is when you don't have the correct amount of overhang and your alignment shows a lot of telescoping in that winding process, that can lead to lithium plating in weird parts of the battery, right? Because the battery works by moving lithium ions back and forth as it's charged and discharged. And over time, that can form dendrites. If that pierces the separator, that can lead to an internal short, and ultimately that's a battery fire.
And that could occur at any point of the life of the battery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. The more you use it, the worse it gets, right? So if you, say, test the battery's capacity up front, that doesn't actually tell you how the battery will age.
Now, are companies inspecting all batteries right now, or is it a certain amount, and is it an end of line, or where does it occur?
So we have customers kind of at every stage of the supply chain. So there's some battery manufacturers using it because they do R&D or for kind of process sampling. We have device integrators that are in some cases checking every battery right before they assemble it into high stakes devices. In other cases, they're using it to verify their supply and kind of do spot checks throughout.
Mm-hmm. So what other types of products and applications are you using for the CT scanning?
Yeah, CT scanning, I think it's super fun. You can use it on practically anything. We can scan things up to the size of a basketball, more or less. So we're doing medical devices, we're doing electronics, we're doing automotive aluminum castings, a little bit of everything.
What are some of the main challenges that your customers are talking about and want help with?
A big thing right now, especially as customers are maybe moving their supply chains, right? Kind of economic conditions are always evolving. CT is a great way to validate new suppliers. Also, what's great is if you're having an assembly issue and you're not sure whose fault it is, you can share that scan really easily online with your suppliers at different levels and figure out exactly where that problem's coming from. Makes it a lot easier to communicate.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, Alan.
Yeah, thanks for having me.